sound of gentle, sparse desert music, perhaps a single-stringed instrument. What does it look like when a nation sells itself into slavery? I mean, not through war, not through conquest, but willingly, handing over their land, their livestock, even their own bodies, all for the promise of food. It sounds like a dystopian novel, right? But it's a story, a chilling one, tucked away in the book of Genesis, chapter 47. And it's a story about power, survival, and one family's incredible rise. Let's set the scene. The world is in the grip of a devastating famine. The only place with food is Egypt, thanks to the foresight of one man, Joseph. Remember him? The kid with the colorful coat, sold into slavery by his jealous brothers, who then rose from a prison cell to become the second most powerful man in Egypt. Now his family, the very brothers who betrayed him, have come to Egypt desperate for food. Joseph, in an act of incredible grace, forgives them and brings his entire clan, about 70 people plus their flocks and herds, to live in Egypt. Pharaoh welcomes them, giving them the best land, the land of Goshen. It's a beautiful family reunion. A happy ending, right? Well, the story doesn't end there, because while Joseph's family is safe and well-fed in Goshen, the famine is getting worse for everyone else. For the Egyptians, at first it's simple. People come to Joseph with their money, their silver and gold, and they buy grain. Joseph collects all the money in Egypt and brings it into Pharaoh's treasury. Straightforward transaction. But the famine doesn't stop. A year goes by, then another. Soon the people's money runs out. They come back to Joseph desperate. "Give us food," they cry. "Why should we die before your very eyes? Our money is gone." And here's where the story takes a turn. Joseph's response is pragmatic, almost cold. He says, "If your money is gone, then give me your livestock. I'll give you food in exchange for your horses, your sheep, your cattle, your donkeys." So for a whole year, the people trade their animals for bread. They survive. But now they have no money and no animals. They have nothing left. The next year, they come back more desperate than ever. They fall before Joseph and lay it all bare. They say, "We can't hide it from my lord. Our money is spent and our herds of livestock are my lord's. There is nothing left in the sight of my lord but our bodies and our lands." And then they make the offer themselves. It's heartbreaking. "Buy us and our land for bread, and we and our land will be servants to Pharaoh." They are literally offering to become serfs, to sell their ancestral lands and their own freedom just to survive. They just ask for one thing in return: seed so they can plant the fields and not die. Joseph agrees. He buys all the land of Egypt for Pharaoh. Every Egyptian sells his field because the famine is so severe. The land becomes Pharaoh's, and as for the people, he moves them into cities from one end of Egypt to the other. He essentially turns the entire population into a workforce of tenant farmers. Then he sets the terms of the deal. It's a new law in Egypt. "I have bought you and your land today for Pharaoh," Joseph declares. "Here is seed for you. When the harvest comes, you will give 1/5, 20% to Pharaoh. The other 4/5 will be yours for seed for the field and for your food, for your households and for your little ones." And the people's reaction? Gratitude. Pure gratitude. They say, "You have saved our lives. May it please my lord, we will be Pharaoh's servants." They're just happy to be alive. Think about that. In just a few years, Joseph, acting on behalf of Pharaoh, consolidated all the wealth, all the livestock, and all the land of Egypt into the hands of the state. He established a permanent 20% tax on all produce. He fundamentally restructured their entire society. He created a system of centralized power and dependency that would last for generations. And the people thanked him for it. Meanwhile, what about Joseph's family? The Israelites? They are thriving in their little enclave in Goshen. The text says they acquired property in it and were fruitful and multiplied greatly. While the Egyptians are losing everything, Jacob's family is gaining everything. This chapter is a masterclass in power dynamics. It shows how crisis can be leveraged to centralize control. It's a chilling look at what people are willing to trade for security, but it also sets the stage for everything that comes next. Because this special treatment for the Israelites, this stark contrast between their prosperity and the Egyptian servitude, it doesn't go unnoticed. And a few generations down the line, a new Pharaoh will rise who does not remember Joseph, and he will look at this large, prosperous, separate people living in his land, and he will see not a blessing but a threat. The very arrangement that saved them would, in time, lead to their enslavement. A story of survival and power with a hook buried deep inside.